Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1 hour television spectacular.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio, and say goodbye to the ones that you love. That's weird, because that's the new theme song there, Andrew, that I've been trying out at the beginning of the show. You'll hear it when you hear the replay. It's actually Green Day's Say Goodbye to the Ones You Love. Kind of weird, kind of poetic in a strange way for the week. So, no, it didn't really work out that for the entire, my condolences and thoughts and prayers go out. We're not going to get into why, but the family listens to the show. It's a coincidence on the song, people. It's going to be here next week, too. I've been playing with it for a long time. I just like the whole thing. It's what I listen to before I go to fight, actually. But I digress. We're here to talk about the greatest robbery of all time. Except I just happen to have the biggest Canelo homer of all time. So where do I begin about this, Andrew? The whole weekend, or do you want me to just jump to Willie and my conversation from last night where he explained he's never going to watch boxing again?
How many times have we heard that out of boxing fans? They're going to watch the trilogy. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. This is a third fight. There's
yes.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Does Triple G have the right to feel like he was robbed? We said at the beginning of the week, we said on our website, we said constantly that if this went to a decision, he had to know that he wasn't going to get the decision no matter what. Period.
Especially when you come out and say it's your last fight.
That's your last fight with HBO. Yeah, right. So guess what? You got fucked royally. Okay. Before I hear your perspective on this, Andrew, and I'm sure it's going to be pro Canelo, can we lay down some ground rules?
Yes.
Can we agree that Triple G was the more aggressive fighter throwing more punches?
Yes.
Can we say that he was throwing the more devastating punches?
No.
Really?
No, the power shots is where Canelo stayed in this fight. Lee, he got out-punched. He got outworked, right? I think he only landed more shots in one category last night. All the other, the jab punch count was disgusting. All right? Triple G totally dominated him with the jab. So, no, I'm not going to go with the devastating punches. What else?
Well, Jesus, you're gonna dispute the whole thing at that point then.
No, I'm not. Listen, I had...
All right, how'd you score it?
116-112 Gennady Golovkin, just like how Letterman had it.
So did I.
I thought Gennady Golovkin swept the last 4 rounds of the fight, people. You got to watch from round 9 to 12. This is where they give it to Canelo.
To the point where even HBO knew that they were losing the fight and actually switched ponies midstream, and I watched as those 3 dipshits actually started to pull for Triple G towards the end of that fight. Because it was a very pro-Canelo call, right? We all knew that it would be. That's HBO. But towards the end of that fight, Triple G was such a dominant factor in the second half of that fight.
Oh, he came back. He came back. Lee, he was looking bad in the middle, right? He was punching. A lot of them were arm punches. He looked tired, gassed. It looked like the body shots were really playing the effect for Canelo. In round 8, he hits him with that right hand at the end of round 8, and it hurts Saul Alvarez. He goes back to the corner, stunned. He comes out in round 9, and I did not think he won the next 4 rounds. I thought Triple G swept him. Close fight. In the first 8 rounds. It was a very close fight. Triple G started off slowly because he's older. And I think Abel Sanchez's plan was, let's let the kid work himself, gas himself a little, And in the late rounds, we're going to pick it up because that's what it looked like, what happened in there. Saul Alvarez saved himself with the body work. That's what that body attack he had on Triple G in the first 8 rounds was tremendous. I don't know why he didn't stick with it. Listen, I didn't know why he didn't throw multiple shots to the body. The Andre Ward triple left hook to the body that sent Kovalev down. It looked like Saul Alvarez in the first 8 rounds had moments where the body language of Triple G seemed like he was ready to fold. He was breathing hard. Like I said, some of his arm punches didn't have a lot on him. I don't know how judges score that. I don't know, Lee, when you're watching a fight live, if you can actually tell, oh, those are arm punches, so I'm not going to give him as much credit, or do you just give credit for punches that are landed? Because in that case, Triple G was landing. He just didn't look like he had the same pepper as Saul did early in the fight. But like I said, in the closing rounds, he brought it back. I thought he won this fight. But this is the kind of decisions I think I expect Saul Alvarez to get in boxing. You understand? Remember I told you give Vegas 5, they'll give you an extra 2. Boom, you're out of there the winner. Everyone says, oh, I think it was a robbery. But, how many buts did you get today? It's a classic fight. It's a close fight. So they don't care. They'll move on. No, this is a Vegas type decision for a guy that's supposed to be the cash cow of the sport. Look for Saul Alvarez to have many more of these in his career. It finally looks like Las Vegas needs to get behind this kid to generate money.
No.
Yes. Oh, this is his decision. Lee, it was at 2 points. It's 2 points. Go look at the scorecards. They give him rounds 9 and 12. That's what changes this fight. There's one judge that has Gennady Golovkin winning all 4. That's the draw. The draw is he swept the last 4 rounds. The other 2 guys that have it 115, 113, they give Saul Alvarez rounds 9 and 12. Matter of fact, make sure I'm right on that if you could pull up the scorecard. Round 12 is an absolute fucking joke, okay? One guy had to give Saul Alvarez the 12th round just to get – it would have been a draw if he would have gave it to Golovkin. So we would have had another draw last night if the 12th round was given to Gennady Golovkin on one of those cards. That's where the fight turns. You don't have to watch all 12. You got to watch the last 4. And if the last 4, if you think that Gennady Golovkin wins 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4, this is either a draw or a win for Triple G. Let me tell you, out of the media room, I don't know, there was something like 30 picks. Not one person had Saul Alvarez winning that fight last night. This is why Gennady went to sleep with a smile. This is why him and Abel Sanchez were able to hold their head high at the press conference and say, we accept the defeat because the world knows. The people online are all saying Triple G won. The media is saying Triple G won. HBO saying Triple G won. There's no reason to come out and cry this morning. The world knows. So, Triple G, he should take the trilogy. It's another, what, 6 million, 8 million? I don't know these guys' purses yet, but he's going to make another good paycheck at 37 years old, and it's a classic fight. With that being said, let me go one more thing, Lee. All of you that wanted to see Saul Alvarez stand and do this whatever bullshit Mexican style BS they're serving us on this fight. Now look it. Now your fighter has scar tissue over his eye. Hey Lee, wasn't that a pretty big cut he got last night doing the huge Mexican
cut.
style?
Huge cut.
Fucking stupid, man. You guys wanted to see him sit there and trade. Now he just took years off of his career. I'm going to tell you something. He looked a lot better in the last fight. Be technical, Saul. Be you. Don't play to these fans. They're not the ones in there losing years on their career because you wanted to stand and trade with the guy you shouldn't have. Took way too many hard shots. Yeah, the kids got a chin. They both got chins. Way too many hard shots. Uncalled for. Didn't need to do it. Hope he doesn't do it again.
What do you want me to say, Andrew? You're wrong.
I didn't. Why? I said, so you thought Saul won?
No.
Well, I said I thought Golovkin won.
No, you're approving it. You're saying it's okay.
Oh, well, hey, Golovkin, he's got to know. Lee, I told you in the beginning of the week. I look at my decision. My final prediction was Gennady Golovkin by decision. That was my final decision this weekend. But you got to remember, this guy said he's leaving HBO. I mean, you don't do that. You really, and I thought about that after the fight when they read the scorecards and I seen he had lost. It just like that little memory popped right back up. Did you see what they announced earlier this week? You lose 2 points for that. As a matter of fact, Lee, didn't I tell you there's a 2-point lead for Canelo and he wins by 2? I swear to God, this shit's not. It's not rocket science here, bro.
Boxing is fixed, Andrew.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Boxing's fixed.
It's all opinionated.
I'm going to quit watching boxing.
Oh, until the trilogy's announced.
Until the next fight I go to, I mean.
I know. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. It
was a great week. Hey, look, for those that were actually in Vegas like me, it was a great weekend. Let's see, I got there on Thursday night. Got up bright and early on Friday. I got to sleep in a little before I brunched. Then I had Tough Enough at the Orleans. I had a concert on Friday night. Saturday was the Box Expo. I don't even know what to say about the Box Expo. I was there for 2.5 hours. No fighter shows up. I leave Will with my media pass, right, after he paid to get in, and said, just get some sound clips. That's all I'm asking if you're going to use my media credential. Okay. He posts some of his private videos on his personal page. I can't even share them to Fight Net Radio. I don't even know where to begin about that. Private videos. What the I can't even share them on Fight Net Radio. I can't.
And you haven't got a hold of him since?
No. He called me right after the fight. He said he was going to record this morning if you couldn't make it.
Oh, got you.
Now I'm mad because all the videos are private. Came home on Saturday night. I watched the fight because I'm going to a play today, Andrew. What was it last week where I had to check my man card? I went to a comic book convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week I'm going to a play at 1:00.
I'll be watching football, so at least one of us is still a man on this show.
Yeah, well, I guess. All right.
Look, do you want them to have another fight? Do you go right back into this trilogy? How about that question, Lee?
It's a good question. I mean, it's a very viable question.
How about this one? How about this one?
Here's the thing. I knew the minute the decision were going down that it was obvious they were going to give it to Canelo. I am on video saying as such, right? Like that's on our fightnetradio.com page where I said, you're an idiot. You're giving him the decision. This isn't, we've been talking about it all week. All right. Of course there's a trilogy to the fight. Of course there's more money to be involved. I just don't know if you do it in Las Vegas or if you take it to New York. Is that fight worth more in New York the third time?
I don't know. That matters on ticket prices. The arena looked filled. But
it was. They said it was a sellout.
Wow. But we got to see.
They announced it as a sellout.
We got to see what the gate. If they don't release the gate of what that fight made and it's not top 10, I highly doubt it's a sellout because the prices that those tickets were being sold at, it should be top 10 on a live gate right now in Las Vegas. I think we're going to see this a lot as it seems like every year, every big fight, these tickets just go higher and higher.
Saturday night was pretty intense in Vegas. I mean, from a standpoint of understand for everybody who doesn't know about Vegas. So they've got the NASCAR playoffs going off that weekend. Plus NASCAR was in downtown with free concerts, with big name acts, and a NASCAR outpool. So all the white trash were in downtown. They got them all cordoned off. It's a good thing when they can put all the white people in one area, Andrew. That way they can't cause too much damage.
Very nice.
White people are out of control. You had the Canelo Triple G fight, and that's what 17 or 18,000 at T-Mobile. Let's just round it down. Let's say 14,000 for the sake of argument. Right next to the T-Mobile Arena was Queen performing at the brand new Park Theater. That was a sellout. So what's that? 5